Hey everybody, it's Wednesday night. It's time for Super Geeked Up. All right, hey everybody. My name's Jeff. Welcome to the show. This is Super Geeked Up, your live geeky pop culture show. We're going to talk some fun geeky topics and play even funner, more fun, geek-themed improv games.
The most fun.
The most fun. That's it. You got it. Thanks so much for being here. If you're live or watching in post, I see listeners mate Pierre. We're already in the chat before we started. Hi guys. I'm joined as always by my co-host Francis Fernandez.
Hey, I just wanted to give a shout out to Rufus for making into Entertainment Weekly's RILF category. Rodents, I'd like to. Well, never mind.
What? What are
this
you?
This is a real article that they put out.
Wait, hang on. I'll get that out in a minute. Let's introduce our guest before you go on this crazy tangent. Folks, I think this is their third time on their show. We always have a lot of fun with them. They have the conclusion of their trilogy just came out yesterday. We'll talk about a little bit later, but it is authors Matt Conant and Lauren Cipollo. Welcome back.
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for having us.
I know.
A third time. You're not tired of us yet.
I'm like, ooh, they're not.
Oh, third time, and your third book is out. Perfect.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It makes total sense, right? It's synergy right there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. They were actually talking about this in the chat about Tony Hawk, and they're saying you look like Tony Hawk.
Do I? All right. I'll take it. I guarantee I am exactly as good at skateboarding.
Oh, yes.
I don't want everybody to come up to Tony Hawk now and be like, you look like that director Matt Conant. Is that right?
Yeah. That's definitely going to happen.
Yeah, because everybody goes up to Tony Hawk and is like, you look like Tony Hawk.
Mm-hmm.
He's like,
by the way, folks, so we're going to chat space stations and outposts and good places to have sex in fictional worlds later. We're also going to play Super Loveline in the Universal Translator game. But as Carrie points out here, we have a poll going on. He chooses Lethal Weapon. He thinks it's an easy win. The poll is, let me check the current standings here. The poll on YouTube is, which the best cop movie franchise? I thought of this because Bad Boys 4 just came out. So we've got Bad Boys, Lethal Weapon, Police Academy, and Rush Hour as the 4 choices. You can type in other ones, obviously. I'm only allowed 4 choices on here. Lethal Weapon is in the lead at the moment, with Police Academy in second, and Bad Boys, Rush Hour tied for third. So it's pretty tight race. But yeah, please vote in the poll, and we'll see who wins at the end of the show. And Francis will have to remind me of, because I always forget. All right. And we're going to talk about their book too, and all the other stuff that they got going on in the middle of the show, guys. All right, but what the fuck are you talking about with Rufus, the rat you want to fuck?
So, the movie Challengers came out recently, and some of the actors, the tennis movie came out, and the New York Times made an article on how the leads look like rat men, and how they're who are hot rodent-looking men.
I did see this. Yes,
who looks like a rat man in the movie?
Like the guy from The Bear was one of them. One of the rat men.
Barry Keoghan and Jeremy Allen White are hot rodent men.
Mm-hmm.
So
men who look like rodents.
Right.
Yes, but are hot.
That sounds like a terrible insult.
But they're hot rodents. They're hot.
I see. Okay, we just brought up Jeremy Allen White. All right, I see it.
He's a little. Yeah. He's got some
rat-like
ratish features. Sure. I'm sure he loves this.
This was an Entertainment Weekly article?
No, that was a New York Times article. So Entertainment Weekly responded and said, forget about the hot rodent men. Let's look at 16 hot rodents. And so they did the top 16 hottest rodents in cinema to kind of offset the rodent-looking men. But yes, Rufus made it into the top 17, so congratulations.
Rufus.
Who is Rufus?
Rufus?
From Kim Possible.
Oh, the naked mole rat. Rufus the naked mole rat.
I mean, right.
Who
He's
else?
cute. He's
Splinter,
a cute rodent.
he's a rodent. Remy.
But not hot. Considered not hot on this list.
Did
give
Remy
you the list.
make the list from Ratatouille?
Maybe.
Remy made it.
Who's number one?
Oh yeah, did what's her name? Gadget? Did she make it?
Gadget. Oh, you're right. Gadget better be on here, but I don't think so.
Francis actually does want to have sex with her.
No, Tanya for American Tail. It's not numbered, so it's just Tanya from American Tail. Rufus from Freaking Possible. the rat from Fantastic Mr. Fox, the rat from Robin Hood, the cartoon, Danger Mouse, Jerry from Tom and Jerry,
Weird.
Remy from Ratatouille, Rizzo the rat from the Muppets,
Yes.
the girl squirrel from Sword in the Stone, which I kind of get it. I kind of get it. And then Mrs. Brisby from The Secret of Nim, the rodents of unusual size from The Princess Bride, which wasn't
they're
all
so
sexy.
hot.
So hot.
Yeah, they were sexy.
On fire.
Yeah, they did set it on fire.
I don't know why Wesley didn't go with them and said, forget Buttercup. She can go. She can just stay down that pit.
How are you guesses?
There's a few more, but Mickey Mouse did make the list, though. Mickey Mouse was in the list.
Mickey, but not Minnie.
Not Minnie?
Not Minnie. No,
Wow.
Mickey
Weird.
did. Yeah.
That's a burn.
That's a tough
Well,
one.
the fact that Gadgetin isn't on here makes the list irrelevant anyway. So I mean, it's.
I'm glad. By the way, this was inspired by the New York Times, but I'm glad New York Times is doing this hard-hitting journalism.
Yes, this is.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Entertainment Weekly, I would kind of actually not be surprised that they would do this, but
This is just what media is now. I think what no one's reading the New York Times. Let's rate the rodent men and cartoons because why not? This is what people want.
Entertainment really should do like a hot cat girl, like.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, there's hot rodent men? Are there hot rodent women like actresses that they decided? Like, is that a thing also?
Weirdly, no, they haven't gone that far yet.
We'll see. I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm sure.
There's an.
Right.
They would be considered mousy, actually. I don't think they'd be called rodent. They'd be mousy ladies.
Well, hello, Chaz. There, Chaz says hello to everybody in the chat. And let's just make. Oh, Matt and Lauren, I got your third book yesterday. He had his local library order the first two. And
That's awesome.
That's great.
Thank you. That's great. We hope we can get them into as many libraries as possible. Request them, please.
Yeah, that actually is really helpful because we can request it in the library, in like the LA library system, because that's where we live, but we cannot particularly request them anywhere else. So if you live anywhere outside of LA, talk to your library. They might get the book.
Awesome. Good job, listeners, mate.
Now, does that mean for the county or just for the LA library in downtown?
Like, it would probably be like the LA library system orders, say, 5 copies of the book, and then they've got 15 branches, so they just, pass them around. And they,
that's very cool. All right.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like, we're in Studio City, so I can be like, I get books and tell the Studio City branch and then they tell me when it's in, like 12 days later or something, whatever.
But yeah,
so
they
ship them between.
they pass them around.
Yeah.
Very cool.
All right. Well, Chaz says, Brett Cooper, I watch her sometimes, just did a video about hot rodent men. Wow, it's a popular thing, apparently.
Jeez, okay.
Is a chipmunk a rodent? I would say so. Chipette?
Yeah, for sure.
Who's Chipette? That sounds familiar.
Chipette is just the female. It's
from Chip and
her
Dale?
Alvin. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't remember.
The female.
It's from Alvin and the Chipmunks?
But the girl versions.
The girl versions. Yes.
Oh, all three of the Chipettes
There's
were hot.
3. Oh, I see.
Yes.
Brittany is the best Chipette, Carrie says. Oh, all right. Wow. I
you
forgot
remember
about
the
the
names.
I don't remember the names. I just like that.
Yeah, my whole blank of house characters now.
What about Pinky and the Brain?
Oh, Pinky and the Brain didn't make this list?
No.
No.
There was
not really hot, right?
But there was.
mean,
I'm sure there was a hot squirrel though on Animaniacs. I'm certain of it.
All right. Well, okay. That's actually not our topic today, folks. Francis just decided to make that the topic.
Yeah, sorry about Hot Road.
Sure.
Oh, man. All right. So, Matt and Lauren, you're kind of freezing up for us. Hopefully that will fix itself.
Oh, no. I can if needed.
Boost the signal.
Yes. We need more power.
There's gotta be
You'll have to let
boost
us
the
know.
signal.
if it
You
looks
could try.
okay on it.
Oh, wait. I think it might have got better. Let's see.
Oh, are we still frozen?
No, we can
No,
see you
you
moving
guys are
around
good.
now.
We can move.
All right.
You're moving.
Yeah.
We are
Way
moving.
back and forth.
All right.
You're just in like
360.
280 quality.
Oh, that sucks. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no.
now it's improving to 480. Okay.
They're HD.
It's getting slightly better.
Working way back. We're
All right,
screen.
yes.
Sorry. I don't know.
All right. Oh, Julu joins us. Gadget, Hack Wrench, and Roxanne would be his choices for the rodents.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, so you know what, Francis, you showed me in advance. I could have made that the poll, the hottest rodent.
Right. Well, I just found out about it a few minutes ago. Someone was talking
so when you said I had to go make a call, really, you're like, I have to go look up this rodent.
That was it. Yeah. That was the call. That was the call I got. It's like, guess what?
Imagine you actually get calls about that. Francis, did you know there's a rodent poll?
Anyway, yes. So here's
What's
the
our
real
first question, Francis?
Yeah. So Outpost 21 is an isolated outpost featured in Matt and Lauren's new book, Evolution. But what fictional space station or outpost would you want to be stuck on? Like, why do you have to be stuck? Can you just visit?
Well, that's
kind of what we're doing.
You can visit, but I got from the description of the thing, I got the idea that people were stuck there, sort of, or stranded there.
They kind of are.
Oh yeah, for Outpost.
So that's why I themed it. But if you just want to visit, that's fine too. In your answers.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. We talked about this a little previously, and in science fiction, it's tough because a lot of space stations are like not great. Like they're not fun places to be. So I was like, I think the place where I would like have enough air and probably would be safe enough, and then have adventures if I like want to, would be Deep Space Nine.
Yes,
like
100%. That's my choice. Hands down.
Yeah,
yeah. I think that's a good choice.
You got a promenade of shops. You got the Hollow Suites with Quark, the bar, gambling.
You can just
do Bajor. You can visit Bajor. It's right there, right?
Right. It's like you can do the Jake and Nog thing where you just sit and watch Odo and Quark like mess with each other. Right. That's enough entertainment.
Just dangle your feet off the upper floor.
Yeah, exactly. Off the top level. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like
Carrie, by the way, says DS9 got to be the runaway winner.
Really is best space station.
Yeah,
thing.
We were like kind of trying to go through them
because I was like, I would like. I don't know if anyone saw the film Elysium. Yeah.
Right?
It's fine. It's a fine movie. But it has a space station on it, which is where everyone wants to be. Like it's where all of the rich, fancy assholes live, and like they have all the medical care and everything, and they leave the rest of Earth to die. So I'm like, I guess being up there would be fine, except for the company. Like, still not like it's less dangerous than Deep Space Nine, but it's also you're surrounded by rich pricks.
Yeah.
So probably not.
I'm looking. Matt has a list here because that's how we do things, and I didn't think about the Citadel or Omega in Mass Effect.
Fuck, the Citadel from Mass Effect. Of course.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That would be fun.
Omega would be
just to hear Commander Shepard's voice every time you walk into a shop.
I know, right?
Every store.
Yeah. Hey, Commander Shepard.
This is my favorite store on the Citadel.
Quick aside, folks, as we just did talked about that, I just watched Dragon Age 4 reveal and gameplay trailer. Looks awesome. Fantastic.
That's what I've been hearing.
So random.
Well, no, but BioWare, Mass Effect, BioWare.
Yeah.
This is like their first game in forever, man. So
It does look
like the Veil Guard. Oh my god, I'm excited now. I don't have to wait that long either. The fall of this year. All right, anyway, back to the fall. Wow. By the way, besides space stations, folks, you can like name an outpost, like like on a desert or like a post-apocalyptic world, perhaps, if you don't want to do space station.
All right.
So is that your choice too, Matt, though? Deep Space Nine?
I mean, I'd probably pick the Citadel over Deep Space Nine. I think I like the Citadel better.
Citadel's cool.
Yeah.
Citadel, actually, that's a tough choice, actually.
Yeah.
Listeners Mate says, I want to go to DS9 to go to Quarks, mainly for the Dabo girls, plus there might be some Orion slave girls. Oh my god, you want Dabo and Orion slave girls. All right.
Wow.
Well, Dabo will definitely be there.
Oh, 100% Dabo girls. Babylon 5 and or DS9, DSM Marshall because of holosuites and replicators. B5, real eggs were hard to come by. Were they?
That makes sense.
Isolated problem. Yeah.
It's like Hawaii, right? Everything's more expensive to ship there. And up until that moisture farmer ruined everything, the Death Star was a great space station, the size of a moon, great track, bantha suites, and the buffet was magnificent Sith rules.
Every hallway looks the same, though. I get so lost in there.
Oh, yeah.
At least the parts of the Death Star I have seen appear to be similar to one another.
That's true, actually. You're right. Every hallway is exactly identical.
Yeah.
Because they built like 2 sets.
Right. I mean, I get why, but I would get lost in 4 seconds.
All right. Francis, what do you got? Where do you want to go?
I mean, what else is there, really, right? What other space stations are there? I can't think of any outside of the ones that have been mentioned.
You can go to Tarek, the other one, the broken down space station.
Oh yes, I would love
where there were Cardassians who were
that would be the best
on this juice who were trying to kill everyone because they were nuts.
Nice.
I don't know if that goes with the question, which would you like to be stuck
Yeah,
on?
yeah.
Would you want to be stuck on?
We've thought of a bunch of crappy ones.
Yeah,
so
there's a bunch in the Expanse that aren't great.
Uh-huh.
Well, but there's other Star Trek stations. Like the Starfleet stations look shitty though. I think compared to like.
Well, yeah. Well, they're all
boring.
the same.
I think they're boring looking.
Yeah, the next gen. I thought of the next gen Starbase that are all the same Starbase because they had like that one model, and every time they're like, "We're at Starbase 9 now," it's like that's the same as Starbase 4.
How do you tell it's not the other?
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't think have you ever seen the interior of a Starbase? I think you've only seen the outside. And
we have. I think they were
There's
on
like
one
a lounge or something. They
go to one? I don't remember that next gen. It's an early one where there's these like machines that data like communicates with. They have sentient AI. They're like drilling machines or something. I think that was on a space station.
Oh, maybe.
Okay.
Somebody tell me in the chat though if that's right.
All
Michael
right.
says, "Hello, Michael. Deep 13 and Deep 14 from MST3. Oh, hey, you
There
work
you
on that
go.
show.
Hey, I know that show.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
sounds
you're
familiar.
Is that the name of their station?
The Satellite of Love is the spaceship that the show takes place on, but Deep 13 is like the base on Earth that Dr. Forrester and TV's Frank work out of. But then there's a moon base called Moon 14, I think, in the episodes that I worked on, and I should know that answer. Yes,
it's been a
minute. Where Kinga Forrester and the son of TV's son of TV's Frank, Max, works. So this all makes sense. I promise.
Is the Sol? Is that something? What's that?
Satellite of Love.
Yeah.
Oh,
yes.
Satellite of Love. Okay. Nice.
Yep. Good call. That's a good one. Except there's just a bridge, and then there's a bunch of doors, and then there's the movie theater. So you've got those two places. And the only time you ever see rooms outside of that is in Mystery Science Theater, the movie, where you finally see like Tom Servo's bedroom and like some weird underneath cabin area where Crow is trying to tunnel back to Earth. And
because of course he is.
Because of course he is. He can tunnel through space. Why not? Yeah, it's not that big, is my point.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, here we go. Sequests actually had Naval Base Pearl Harbor. And because it was set in the near future, that means Naval Base San Diego was in that world, and so is San Diego Comic-Con. Nice.
All right.
I want another Sequest show, actually. I'd be down with that. All right. So, you know what? There's got to be other things with space stations, though, right?
We also thought of the video game Dead Space has a pretty horrible space station on it. Titan
There's a lot of bad ones. Yeah,
is all overrun with creepy organic problems. Yeah.
BioShock is a sea station.
Yeah, BioShock is not a great station to be trapped in.
Yeah, it's underwater. But it's Art Deco, so that's nice.
Yeah,
it's pretty, or it was. Yeah, it's true. So
I guess a lot of outposts aren't that great either, right? Like in post-apocalyptic worlds or something, or other.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the outposts aren't great. So I don't know. There was a video game series that I really liked in the 90s called the Tex Murphy series. It was a bunch of PC adventure games.
Tex Murphy?
Tex Murphy. And he was a PI and he investigated things. And it was great. It was like a point and click adventure, but it also had like a sort of Doom style first person thing. You could wander around and pick up clues and talk to people. Anyway, there was a space station in that game called the Moonchild, which is very much like Elysium, but 20 years earlier. Like a bunch of rich jerks were basically like, there's too much radiation and like mutations and things on Earth, so we're just going to go to this space station and like release this virus into the atmosphere of Earth and wipe out everyone else who's left, and then we'll just recolonize the planet.
Like you do.
But they set up the space station to be like awesome for them. So it had like all these stadiums.
It's always those rich jerks.
Yeah, the rich jerks they take to the space station. So
right, or they go to Mars.
Yeah.
Now wait, wasn't Red Dwarf was a ship, right? Or was there a space station in it, guys? They're always talking about the British show Red Dwarf.
It was a ship. I'm pretty sure.
Maybe tell us, Michael. Maybe there was also a space station. Who knows?
Maybe. It's not one of
all right. Well, you can read about Outpost 21 though in their new book.
Yeah.
Yes.
Series, Evolution.
Yeah. It's okay there.
It's good. It's great. It's all right.
Some stuff happens.
Yeah,
Colony B. Pitt has the best answer.
Colony pitches at is it nowhere. You get to hang out with Howard the Duck. What is nowhere
Exactly.
a space station?
Nowhere's a floating head of a celestial, so it's a hollowed out skull of a celestial that they turned into.
It's part of the Marvel universe.
Yeah, you saw it in Guardians of the Galaxy. You see it in the first and the third movies, but it's just a hollowed out head.
That's cool.
All right,
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Good.
Are there any space stations in Guardians or just ships that we see?
Just ships. They don't ever land in a. Yeah, it's ships and planets. That's pretty much
kind of
it.
weird, actually. There got to be some space stations out there, right?
Well, the one I was thinking of, there's a game called. Oh, geez, what's the name of the game now? I forgot the name of the game all of a sudden. It's like a. They generate the planets. All you do, you mine for resources. There's no story. What's it called?
No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
No Man's Sky. No Man's Sky has a bunch of stations, but I don't think they have. I don't know if they have names, but you do go to a lot of pretty decent, normal, not terrifying or scary space stations in that game.
Oh,
so
all
right.
That.
Well, I got another answer actually. The Justice League sometimes has their like watchtower space station orbiting Earth.
Justice League does have
so I could go up there and I
can
can hang out with all the Justice League. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm. I mean, then there is the International Space Station.
There you go. There you go. That's the one.
But I still wouldn't want to go there. That still sounds pretty terrible. So
no.
I mean, I don't think
I want to go there if I could immediately leave. Be like,
they're supposedly building a bigger one.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean,
which would be nice.
You got to eventually.
Like build like a Deep Space Nine one, man. Put some entertainment up there and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't think they've gotten the whole artificial gravity thing down.
I know, but you could still float around and gamble and do stuff. And
you could do like the 2001 thing where you just spin the station enough that you get the gravity along the wall.
Oh, that's true. The centrifugal force thing.
Oh, that's how they do some of the deep space ships too, right? Sci-Fi.
Yes, yeah, when they're moving.
So I'm sure you could just do that. Like that's an easy thing to do.
So easy.
Why don't they just do that?
Gravity, guys. It's just moving in a circle.
Yeah. It was like I read an article. This is it's not off topic. We're talking about space. I read an article like a couple years ago on some website that was basically like it would be easy to construct a Dyson sphere around the sun if we just used the materials from Jupiter. And I'm like, oh right.
So easy.
All parts of this are true.
Why did I think
what? Wait, what's the Dyson?
Why do we
sphere
want
again?
to do a Dyson?
So
sphere?
a Dyson sphere is like if you, it's supposed to be the most efficient way to like use all of the energy from a star. So if you encase the star instead of having a planet, it's like you have a ring world, but it's just an entire sphere.
So this is like what, a theory?
Yes, it's a theoretical environment that Riemann Dyson came up with in the 40s or the 60s or something. I don't know. Someone can check my work on that.
Yeah, we recently thought we found one. Somebody, I feel like in the last decade or so, NASA or somebody apparently saw a Dyson sphere out there in space.
Yeah, they were like, there's a gravity enough here that there should be a sun, but we don't see it, so it must be encased in something, like it's hidden. So someone came up with that. But yeah, the idea that this article is like, well, if we just destroy Jupiter, we can just turn it into a Dyson sphere. Like,
destroy Jupiter.
So simple.
That won't mess anything up.
No. Also, and then other people were like reacting in the comments as though this was about to happen. They're like, you can't build a Dyson sphere around the sun. All the plants on Earth will die. And it's like, well, and many other problems with all of this. But yes.
Don't worry, guys.
We're not about to encase the sun in a thing between the sun and Earth, especially.
Yeah.
Well, this is cool from listeners, mate. He made contact with the International Space Station. He and a bunch of ham radio operators contacted during an annual ham radio contest during the 4th weekend of June. That's super cool.
That's really cool. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. Wow. I didn't know he did that.
Yeah.
Sweet. Good old
Didn't
ham
we
radios.
Yes.
Go ahead.
When our audiobook narrator live recorded books 2 and 3, there was somebody in the chat who was like, oh, like, I'm from the International Space Station. And we were like, are you really? But I don't know. Maybe if people radios can contact.
I don't know. Maybe they're watching TikTok.
He really was watching.
That's what they do up there. They watch audiobook readings.
Yeah, there's like, oh,
they live stream.
Seen that. Don't need to look at that.
Well, yeah, you're like, I see that every day. I've been up here. Geez.
Whatever,
But that's crazy. They could just talk to the international.
That is really cool. That's very cool.
Amazing.
Well, they do have I just checked. They do have internet, so on the space station,
so, right?
Yeah, they have access.
Well, yeah.
to
I mean,
internet.
come on, they're up with satellites, right? How can they not?
Yeah. I mean, right.
Reception should be amazing.
It used to be that astronauts only wanted to go up for like 4 minutes, and then they gave them internet, and now it's like 6 months you could stay up there.
Hey, I just read yesterday because I got this book of fact stuff that we have like almost 5,000 satellites just the U.S. in orbit.
I believe
By
it.
far, we have the most satellites. Like, it's crazy how many satellites are in orbit.
It's a ton of satellites.
So much trash.
Yeah.
In the atmosphere.
What is it called? There's a name for like the amount of trash and the
It's like
probability.
the Kepler effect or something. It's what keeps all the stuff spinning, I think.
Yeah, sorry, I started another thing, but
it's okay.
Yeah, it's something about like the likelihood of eventually there being so much trash that you can't get through.
Yeah, it's like they must have to calculate that, right, with their launches, like not to hit the trash.
Oh, the Kessler syndrome.
Kessler syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of the debris must burn up in the atmosphere, so we don't have to worry too much, I guess. I don't know.
But some of it's still in orbit, right? A bunch of it's still in orbit.
Well, there's
right?
6 Starlink satellites alone. There's 6,000 of them orbiting the planet.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
does anyone have like Starlink internet? Like, is it working? Like, is it doing anything? Like, never met anyone that uses Starlink. So
is it even available here, or is it more for like countries that really need?
I think it
is available here, Francis.
I don't know. I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it is, but
right.
it's mostly yes, it is. It's available.
Oh, yeah, that's what
the entirety of the United States. It's available. Actually, there's pockets of land where it isn't, but yeah, you could use Starlink. So.
Why is no one using it?
All right, let's get to our first game. This is called Universal Translator.
Sounds good.
Excuse me. This is where two of us are going to speak in a geeky language, and the other two are going to translate. So, folks, we need you to suggest some languages like Klingon or Ewok and stuff like that, or just any kind of nonsensical language. Like Lauren did binary last time they were on the show, that kind of stuff. But Matt is going to do the language this time, and Lauren's going to translate for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know, maybe Francis, you want to do the language and I'll translate for you?
Okay.
Yeah. All right. So give us some languages here in the chat. And as we do that, let's see what the listeners may says. NASA tries to get at least 2 ham radio operators on their missions. They do it so they can take advantage of the ham radio satellites that are available. Oh, interesting.
That's really cool.
That's cool.
All right. Pierre says Klingon. That's one option here. Klingon's always a good choice. Very, very soft sounding language. It's almost as nice as French.
Yeah, it's beautiful, really.
It's like a romance language.
It is. It's one of the later romance languages that many years from now came up.
Yes.
Let's see. What else? Give us some more one, guys. But can either of you guys do Klingon? Well, Francis could fake it, I'm sure, right? If you had to.
Good try.
All right, good. Give us another one here, folks.
Seen the Star Trek. We'll see.
Just make a lot of good sounds.
The only just
you guys could only be Klingons.
Apparently,
only option there.
We could do. There you go.
Binary. All right. Well, we did binary last time, but thank you. So let's do a different one than last time.
What else can we do? Elvish. We can do.
We can try
Elvish, sure. Dothraki, if you know that. Since you're wearing a shirt like that.
Yes.
But It's the
Huttese, there's Muppet characters.
There's probably like a gun language.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Jenna's here. She loves Lord of the Rings, so she's an Elvish. Okay, so the other one's gonna be
Elvish.
All right, so do you want to do Matt Klingon or Elvish?
I'll take Klingon.
All right, Francis, okay. You know what? To make Jenna happy, let's do Elvish because she loves Elvish so much.
Okay.
All right, so I don't know, fake it or do something.
Channel your inner Galadriel.
Yeah.
Yes. Inner Galadriel. That's right.
Is there
we did get some other Swedish chef and Germanic. Who? Shuri? Oh, is that the Wookiee language? What is that?
Well, it wouldn't be Germanic though.
What's Shuri? Well, he's trying to make it harder. You know how they do sometimes.
Oh.
So what is Shuri? Is that what that is? Maybe. Oh, Jen's very happy about the Elvish. All right. Give us a scene, folks. What are a Klingon and an elf doing? Do you want to be a specific Klingon, Matt, or do you just want to be any random Klingon?
I don't know. I can. You can give me a specific Klingon if you want. Maybe I know.
Right, you're
Worf, Gowron. My
okay, yeah, you're Gowron. You're Emperor Chancellor Gowron. Great.
I need to
Francis. You can be who's his nuts? Who's
who? I don't know. They have to.
Who's the guy that
Legolas,
Hugo Weaving
Elrond,
played? The guy from Elrond, right? Is that
Elrond?
Elrond. You're Elrond. All right.
Just already rejecting this.
All right, great. You guys are bowling.
Great.
That's what you're. All right. So Elrond and Gowron are bowling.
You know, like they do.
Yeah, like they do.
Hold on, who played Elrond?
It's Hugo Weaving, isn't it?
I don't know.
Wasn't it Mr. Mr. Anderson guy?
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
Agent Smith.
Yeah.
Agent. Oh, because he wants to do the voice. That's why he's doing that.
Well, I don't know who it is, so I got to make sure I know who the voice is.
Thank you also, though. That was a good one. Science class experiment like that. Oh, by the way, we've never got biblical Hebrew. That would have been interesting as a suggestion. Okay.
That'd have been tough.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got Gowron and Elrond. Oh, that rhymes kind of. Bowling. And Lauren's going to translate for Matt, and I'm going to translate for Francis. And we'll just keep going back and forth until we stop. All right. Matt, why don't you kick us off?
Great.
You got
pig.
7-10 split. Yeah.
Erbrecht, Gildenel, Sylvan Perner, Perriel.
Later, I'm going to ask what this is, but
Gowron.
Oh, are you Gowron?
No, you're Elrond. You're Elrond.
Yeah, I know, but Gowron has the eyes.
Well, why are you being like?
I don't know. I'm just doing the eyes thing for Gowron.
It makes no sense. Anyway, translation time.
He has those eyes. Gowron has.
You're not Gowron. Oh my god. All right. I do not understand. I do not think you understand how this game works. A 7-10 split is very, very poor, very bad roll.
Aha!
Aha! But you don't know that I have killed the person who is keeping score, so I'm gonna win no matter what.
Oh, Manel Aglar.
Oh my Milli Vanilli. What? That sounds like you said. What? That's an excellent strategy. I did not think of that. Now that gives me an idea to kill all the dwarves.
Oh, God,
That's not very nice. What does the dwarf gonna do to you? Is it because they're short?
Ai, Larry Lentar Lassie, Surinen, Liani, Univitaminanen, Zvenaram, Ramen.
No, I hate the Scottish accents. That's what we hate about them. They're always talking in Scottish accents, and it's so annoying. Plus, they all slept with my wife.
Honor.
Then we must slay them all. Let us join forces and kill those who have wronged you.
Nui honor. Yasin Lieutenant honor. I Eleni Kapla.
Yes, honor is very important. Honor. Let's use these bowling balls as weapons to crack their skulls in. Agreed?
Yeah.
right, let's stop there. That's a good place.
Yeah. I actually can imagine Garon with his big buggy eyes going, yes.
Were we both Sauron?
Oh my god. No, I don't know why he was doing that. Why were you pretending to be Garon?
I love Garon's eyes. His eyes are so
he has crazy eyes. His eyes are crazy.
He does.
He can act just with his eyes.
He does.
I remember reading an interview with a guy who plays Gowron like back in the 90s. And like his first audition, he's like, I saw Gowron as like really like cunning and like subtle and Machiavellian and like, they didn't love it. Clearly they didn't love it, but they called me back. So in the callback, I just like went crazy and like used my eyes a lot. And they're like, yep, that one. That's Gowron. That's a good one of it. So it worked.
Nice.
The eyes did it.
The eyes did it. Act with your eyes.
But that Lauren did at the end was perfect because sometimes he would do that. He would really draw out to the last thing he said.
I loved every Gowron episode of Next Gen. It was amazing. So much fun.
And DS9, he was in a lot of DS9 later.
Yeah, he was.
And that's when he really went crazy at the end.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, his seat his seat was being threatened, as the leader of the Klingons.
Yeah.
Well, no, really, at the end, he just they made him like go kind of nuts.
He did go nuts a little bit. Well, that one old dude wanted to be his like buddy.
Martok?
Is it Martok? I don't.
Martok was the main general underneath him on DS9. Yeah.
I don't remember.
All right. I think the eye thing was from a thyroid problem.
No, it wasn't. Don't say that.
Maybe the character. Maybe the Scouron had a thyroid problem. The character.
Yeah.
That also the thyroid problem was also why Klingon women had the boob window.
Oh yeah. That's right.
Why would that make them wear a window in their clothing?
I just figured they ran out of material. That's the last part of the shirt you built.
That's the last part they sew.
Yeah.
We're out of leather. What are we gonna do? Just leave it.
It's
Fine.
this part right here.
Yeah.
Close
all
enough.
right.
But they always ran out the same point at every outfit.
They made like a bulk order real early, and then they regretted it later.
Right? We need 100 years worth of clothing.
It's just for the sisters, really.
Yeah, it was just the two sisters.
That is true. I guess it wasn't for every. Well, you didn't see a lot of Klingon women, to be honest with you. I mean, we saw some.
No, Worf's girlfriend didn't have that.
Yeah, Kaylar.
She was only half Klingon.
It's true.
Was she? Oh,
yeah, she's half human.
Yep.
Yeah, those Klingons really love to hang out with humans.
They like to crossbreed.
Kaylar was Worf's girlfriend.
That's Taurus too.
That's
Taurus. Clear up for me because I forget.
Blana Taurus is actually
three
quarters, right? Maybe.
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. I don't think she's half and half. I think she's.
Oh, okay. Well, all right.
Three grandparents are one thing. One grandparent was another.
Yeah.
Why don't there's never like a. Are there ever any? Well, Spock was, but the Vulcans don't ever get with the Klingons. You notice that? They're probably too logical for that, I guess. Right?
True. Like, everything mates with humans for some reason. No one mates with.
We're the ultimate mate.
Yeah.
Apparently.
It's like, keep genetic diversity good,
I guess. I don't know.
Even in fantasy, half elves, right? Half like everything.
Yeah, you can't make like a half elf, half dwarf in D&D. Like, they won't let you build that character.
Well, that's true.
They're like an elf and a dwarf would never get together.
There's half orcs. Those are always half human.
That's interesting. Actually, that's very interesting. I think someone should go beyond that. They should expand that idea.
We should. We thought about it in our series where we're like, this is real confusing already with the number of like gene spliced like variants of humanity there are if we start like then recombining them again. Like, it's just a lot to keep track of, a lot to explain. So
shuffling cards. That's all I can see is just shuffling cards, each one being a genetic variation. Just keep going. Yeah.
Well, that's a great segue into your books.
Hey.
So
perfect. Our books. I forgot all about that.
Yeah. All right. So tell people about the series and what just came out yesterday.
Go for it.
So the series is the Parallax trilogy, starting with Origin. It came out in April. Adaptation came out in May, and then Evolution, the third in the series, just released on Tuesday, yesterday.
I hear it grabs you and doesn't let go.
It's and it's
also
also captivating and immersive.
Yes, these are all actual reviews we got within the first week or so.
We didn't just type these.
Yeah. So we could have. We are writers, but we didn't in this case.
But yeah,
best debut of any authors in the universe.
Yes,
that's right.
The best trilogy you'll ever read. Burn all of your other books.
Yeah, that's what we support. Anyway,
we're 300 years in the future. Corporations have taken over the role of governments. We have expanded out to the nearest star systems. We do not have faster than light. However, we have the technology to make jump points, which are big portals. So as long as you have 2 jump points at 2 different parts of the system, you can travel instantaneously between them. We also have 12 different variants of humanity. The corporations have decided that terraforming planets takes too long and it's too expensive. So we're just going to genetically splice our citizens to match the environment of the planets that we come across. So we have people who can survive in sub-zero temperatures. We have people that are spliced with fish so that they can breathe underwater. So you have lots of different variants of humanity. And our particular story is kind of centered around a conspiracy that's happening with the newest genetic splice that the largest corporation, Terran Systems, is developing. So we have 3 main characters that are all kind of in different parts of the galaxy when we start, and they slowly are realizing that they're all getting pulled into the same conspiracy. How did I do?
That's really good.
Great.
Yeah, I figured you'd stop at some point and I'd jump in, but you were nailing it. So it's all good. You got it. You did it. You did it all. Nothing more for me to say.
Well, you can say that the latest one just came out yesterday, right?
That's true. Yes. So the 3rd book in this trilogy, our publisher Aethon Books did a rapid release with these. So April, May, June. Evolution just came out yesterday, which is why there are only 2 ratings on there.
But they're good ones.
They are.
They're good ones.
Good. That's good. Yeah, so this is the conclusion of the trilogy. So we kind of compare the structure to like Game of Thrones a little bit, in that you've got characters starting in different places and all the stories come together over the course of the trilogy. So you resolve some mysteries. We always leave a couple of threads hanging from one book to the next, and then it all kind of wraps up.
In a perfectly neat little bow.
Totally perfectly neat, and we definitely don't have any more books planned. And that's exactly...
that's
sarcastic.
Good. Phew.
Yeah, exactly.
Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just going to say the audiobook for adaptation releases tomorrow, and then we will have an audiobook for Evolution as well. So you can get them in any form in which you choose to consume them.
Ebook, paperback, audiobook, folks. Yeah, whatever you want.
Yep.
Yeah, and our audio narrator, Amy Hutchins, is amazing. She did a really, really great job with this. Good. Like, we... can't say.
I hear the space station people love her.
That's right.
They do.
So yeah, it's I don't know. We're really happy with how it's going, and we're happy that like it's working for people. Yeah. Like there's always that piece in the back of your mind when you're like, we're releasing a book for the first time, that we're first time authors with this trilogy. We've done TV writing and other things like that, but we had not written a book before. So part of me was like, we might release this and like no one will get it, and it'll have like 2 stars and it'll disappear into nothing, but people really seem to love it. So
it's nice. We have, people who are science fiction fans who like it, people who've never read science fiction before liking it, because there's a little bit of a little bit of romance or whatever in it. There's a lot of character stuff, so there's kind of a little bit of something for everybody. Yeah, that kind of is the part that makes me happiest, is people are saying it is a very character driven sci-fi, which we try to keep a tight 3rd-person perspective. Like every chapter is from a given character's point of view, so you're learning about the world through that character more than like some giant information dump or something in the exposition text. And people seem to like that. Like it's easy to get into the world if the character is explaining it to you the way they see it. So that seemed like it worked. So we're just going to do that from now on. Yeah. Character-driven books.
Awesome. Well, that's what I like to read. So great.
Perfect.
Congrats.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
I was just thinking though, man, how awesome would it be if you did get a quote like from someone who says astronaut on the International Space Station? Like the quote was from that.
Oh,
yes. That would be
that would be
man. How many people can say they have that? They have a quote. Yeah.
Anybody?
When's the next ship going up? Have a book go along.
Send a book up there.
Send a book up.
Oh, how did that get
I
on
know,
there?
our listeners, you gotta like talk the ham radio, like tell them.
Yeah,
There you
listeners,
go.
man.
There you go.
See if you have any connections.
They have the internet. They can get them.
I mean, next time you talk to them, just like be reading from the book, and they'll
Give them a little teaser.
Yeah, that's right. Like,
What is that? What is the story you're telling? I must know more.
Why those
It's a
books?
fascinating.
I like
story.
how that's how people sound, Francis, up on the space.
Yeah, those
They're
are the
all-
Russians.
Oh, I thought
They
they were
just-
British. They all had like monocles up there.
Well, that too.
They just do impressions to entertain themselves while they're
Right, right.
Probably. Like, what else do you do?
like, yes, look at my Sean Connery.
There's books up there. We need to read. We're bored. And then, there you go. You get some books up there.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Actually, that is a pick. If you have they have a Kindle or an iPad or something, right? They can read a whole bunch of books.
Yeah,
on
you
there,
could.
up there.
It is readable in 0G.
There's no excuse.
Oh, that needs to be like a log line or something. That needs to be on the book somewhere.
Readable in 0G.
Zero G.
Like here, the letters don't all like disperse or anything.
They're
It
not
stays
going to float
there.
away.
Hold them
Yeah,
together.
cluster them back into words.
Oh, that'd be
Yeah.
amazing. I would love that, actually.
I'll take this letter here and this one. It's still my own book. I understand gravity. Yeah.
All right, folks. Here, let me put up one last time here. The 3 books here: Origin, Adaptation, Evolution. That's the order of them.
Oh, aren't they pretty?
Yes.
You can find them on Amazon. And we'll have links in the description here. You can click on, but you can also just type the names in. And
Yeah, I want to see if
or
this works.
anything.
Hold on, leave it up. I want to see if I can do
Oh,
the
you do the QR code?
from
Can you
here.
get it on the
Oh.
screen?
Ooh, I
It
have
should
no
work,
idea.
Yeah.
right?
See, it should work.
Here, I'll leave it up so people
Yeah,
can
it
scan
works.
right now.
Ah,
Yeah,
sweet.
it works.
There you
Awesome.
go, folks. So right now, just scan that code.
Yeah. QR it in.
There you
However,
go. So you-
QR.
boom. There's the
Great.
QR code.
There
Just
you go,
went straight
Francis
to the
got it
book.
up.
it's great.
One of
Perfect.
those good old QR codes.
Yeah, we just booked our first reading, like author event at a bookstore in Los Angeles. So we will be talking at the Village Well bookstore on August 8th and reading excerpts from the book and stuff like that.
Congrats. That's great.
Yeah, thanks.
You're-
That should be fun.
Village Well.
Jenna says great titles, by the way.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. There is a heavy Gene Splice storyline to it, so we wanted it to be like the pictures show are for people who love space, like put spaceships on books, and the titles like kind of bring out the fact that it has a lot of biology in it because Lauren has a biology background and contributed a lot to that part of the story.
Because gene splicing is cool.
Yeah.
Do that.
Thank you for the.
And you said you have a couple short stories and a horror anthology, right? Also coming up.
Yes, it's called Blood Fiction,
Yes,
I
I
believe,
think volume 2.
Volume 2.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't think we have a release date or anything for it yet, but we're getting that together. And yeah, it's cool because Matt's is loosely based on the Parallax universe, and mine is loosely based on a steampunk horror that we're currently writing. So we kind of wrote short stories, not like just in kind of those universes. So this is a short story that takes place in the Parallax universe. Matt wrote it, and I wrote one that's taking place in another universe that we're writing about. So
Nice.
Yeah.
it's fun. It's been fun.
Both with a much creepier horror
Yes.
type.
A lot of
Tilt.
it's blood fiction. There is some blood.
They're like, you can write whatever, but it has to have violence in
Yeah.
it. We're like, all right,
Okay.
probably do that. So it's a
I've never
horror.
heard of blood fiction. That's the first
Yeah.
time I've heard
Blood fiction.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. Apparently, the first anthology is out, and this is for number 2 because the first one did really well. So we got invited
Nice.
to participate in this one.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
Really cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
Blood.
Cinevore.com, folks. That's the site. You can get all the stuff they're up to, including the links for the books.
Mhm.
It's true.
So check
Yes.
that out. All right.
You can also see a bunch of old YouTube videos that I made on Cinevore because I have a lot of gamer targeted comedy series that I used to make all the time.
You want to
So,
see Matt act? You should go
Yeah.
check them out.
If you couldn't tell, I'm an
Yeah,
excellent.
from his Klingon, you should tell how amazing
Yeah.
it is, obviously.
Uh-huh. There's even an episode with Klingons in it, but
There is.
I was not one of the Klingons.
Yes.
So.
there is.
You should just hire Francis. He'll just be Galron with his.
Gowron the elf.
Yes.
Yes. Perfect.
All right, folks, we got some more geeky questions and games for you, but just one. Let me just show one last thing about my stuff here. My Kindle Vella, just a reminder, called The Adventures of Lane and Ned, Gargoyle PI. 10th episode went out yesterday, and episodes 1 through 10 are all free. So you can go read them, no charge at all, folks. And then starting Friday when 11 comes out, it's only 10 cents per episode, so it's real cheap.
You can afford that.
But the more you read and follow it, that's how I help get bonuses for Amazon. So I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody who already have. Thank you to Lauren and Matt. We're very kind to do some awesome reviews and read them and comments and stuff.
It's a really fun series.
Yes.
Like, you should be very proud of it. It's awesome and delightful and hilarious and goofy and a fun mystery at the same time. So we love it.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
And there's a gargoyle in it, which, as a fan of gargoyles, I was like in immediately.
And he's a PI, so as a fan of PIs, I was in. You know,
I'm glad to hear that. I don't think people use gargoyles enough, so that's why I wanted to do something.
No, yeah, it's great.
Mm-hmm.
Need more representation.
Thank you. All right. Well, that's, you know what? I don't have to say anything else. They did the best review there for that pitch for me. So I'll just bring them around from now on with me.
We're available.
Very good. All right. But anyway, folks, if you just search that name on Kindle, on Amazon under Kindle, it comes right up. Adventures of Elena and Ned is all you really have to type in. Or go to Super Geeked Up. There's a link right on the page too. All right. What do we got here? Oh, what's our next? Oh, this is me. Never mind. I got to do this question. All right.
I can ask it. That's fine.
No, I'll do it.
No, you do.
All right. Because I wrote this goofy thing. I'll read it. Guess what? Matt and Lauren's series has sex in it. All right. It's not erotica. Don't get too excited, but it does have sex in it. So what's the best sci-fi or fantasy place to have sex? Matt did tell me that Lauren's mom could not read it. It was too steamy. That's
it makes it sound spicier than it is, guys.
Well, I mean, like, yeah.
No, wait, did you tell her to not read the scene?
No, I didn't. I didn't warn her about it. And it was the cutest thing because she's like, I don't know who wrote it, whether it was you or Matt. I just did this until I flipped past it. I'm like, oh my gosh, Mom.
It's like peeking. Oh, is it over yet?
Yeah. Oh my god. It was really funny.
That's a very cute mom thing to say.
Yes. It's super adorable.
But for the rest of you who like sex, read it.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not a definite. That's not whether or not one likes it or doesn't like it. Just you want to read it.
Yeah.
Who likes reading about sex? All right. Is that better for you?
It's weird. I don't know. It's weird. Kid read, you know.
Well, no, I understand. I don't want my mom reading my.
Exactly. Yeah, it's weird.
That's what I'm saying. The rest of you who are not related to Lauren or Matt, it's
there you go.
You can read it and love it.
Yes.
And love it.
My dad is currently reading the book. He has not yet mentioned the sex scene in it, so I'm kind of waiting.
We'll have to see if dads are okay with it. Yeah.
I don't know. He probably will not bring it up, and he'll just pretend it never happened, and that'll be fine.
You gotta have that, bubble of disbelief.
Yeah, it's just better.
So what do you know about sex?
Yeah.
All right. Anyway, before we get to that, thank you, Jenna. I appreciate it. I love Elena and Ned. Jenna's actually been very kind with. Actually, she's part of the writers group. She actually has been the one who's been reading Elena in the writers group. So thank you, Jenna. She's been helping me hear the stuff out loud. So let's see here. Oh, okay. Michael left us a Red Dwarf info dump above. Okay, good. Thank you, Michael.
Great.
Later. All right. So anyway, what is the best sci-fi or fantasy place to have sex? Go. You guys go ahead. Lauren or
so I feel like zero gravity would be tough. Like you need.
Oh, I thought you were going to say that.
I mean, you would think it would be like, I don't know. It seems like it would be a cool thing to try, but it is
tough. You have no leverage.
Yeah, exactly. No leverage. So I can't see it.
You have to just use each other's bodies as leverage.
I guess so, but like if you miss, then you just like, or like you
go shooting across.
Yeah, right. And then suddenly you're like kind of clawing, like
oh damn it!
wait! I'll bounce off that wall. I'll be back in a minute. We'll continue this.
That's hysterical. Now I almost want to write a comedic erotica of death if that happens.
Yeah. So I would have to. I mean, if you're in the sci-fi universe, there's a holodeck right somewhere, which is kind of a cheat. because that's like you could have sex in the holodeck with whatever, and it could be wherever you want and whatever, like all of that stuff. So I guess that's the best place, but it's also I don't know. It's like I don't know. So
yeah, all right. Well, so Jalou agrees with you. Always the holodeck, as long as you aren't responsible to clean, empty the biofilters afterwards, because then you can have your intimate events anywhere.
Yeah.
Yep, exactly.
Keeping in the Star Trek world, Lister Main wants to go to Risa, the pleasure planet.
More Orion slave girls,
and get the get some Jamaharan. Yeah,
Jamaharan. Yes.
Put your Horgon statue out there.
Yeah. That's the name of the statue that Riker had.
Oh.
Or he told Picard to get him one. He's like, pick up a Horgon for me, and then
people kept asking if he wants Jamaharan, which is sex, and he didn't know why they kept asking him that.
And then Picard covers it with a towel, so he doesn't have to talk to pretty ladies while he's trying to.
Right, he's like, oh, damn it, I hate talking to pretty ladies.
He ends up talking to one. He ends up talking to one.
I know, but he doesn't want to. He's like,
but then she leads him on an adventure, and then he's happy because he gets to India and comes around.
Archaeology. Well, I have to go now.
I thought you wanted sex. This is a whole different thing.
Not that. I just want digging.
That's actually exactly what his mind frame is, though. His frame of mind.
Yeah.
Dig. Yeah.
That's actually. I'm sorry. That's so hysterical for me for some reason. He's like, oh, you don't want sex? All right, let's do it.
Yeah, pretty much. It's Picard.
Oh,
he's like everyone's dad.
He is.
He doesn't want to read about other people's sex stories either.
Tammy is Saber Pink. Obviously, it's the excessive machine from Barbarella. It'll blow your mind or something. Oh, excessive. I see. It was that. Oh, that was like a machine. That I guess I haven't seen Barbarella in so long. I can't remember either. All right, I gotta go watch that again. What do we got here? Orville had an episode where their holodeck, room, a simulator was central to an episode that was a character. Oh yes, it did. I remember that episode. Yep. All right. Oh, Lauren, where are you having it? Where are you doing? Where do you think it's the best place? Sci-fi or fantasy? It doesn't have to be sci-fi.
I thought of one for. It's kind of they're similar. The one that I thought of, which would be really cool, would be Pandora, because I just love super bioluminescent forests. I just think it would be a very cool experience to be up in a tree. Probably kind of a little dangerous.
So you would want to be in an avatar body?
Yes. If I could be a blue cat person, that would be the ultimate
That's
experience.
Ideal. Does that change the experience, I guess?
Yeah, I guess it does, because it looked different in the movie. So
sure.
I guess that could be a new experience, I suppose. But just the setting, I think, would be really cool. And then if I was in a fantasy setting, I'd want it to be one of those beautiful meadows. They're it's springtime and there's all the wildflowers and it's by an ocean or something. Because I feel in a fantasy world, there's no bugs and dirt wouldn't get where you wouldn't want it. And there would be a perfect little blanket there or something, and cookies for after or whatever. I just feel in fantasy
cookies is the important part.
Right. It would just, everything would just be perfect and beautiful.
There's bugs, but they're all fireflies and they're all
they don't bother me.
Right.
They don't come near me. So they
sorry.
just
I just after sex, Lauren rolls over. Cookies.
Yeah.
It's really the main thing. So the cookies are the important part here.
Yeah.
In fact, forget the theme park.
Yeah. Well, if you want Pandora is also in Disney World. You can go there and have sex, but they'll probably kick you out.
Yeah, I don't think
Disney doesn't really approve of it. So Disney is
Tammy notes that Demolition Man has the mind meld thing. Yes, it does. They have sex through
right.
Putting
just like Avatar. Connect hair. That's how they did it.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh no. They have a mind meld.
Oh, Mass Effect, the Asari do that thing.
They do it.
Their eyes go all black and it gets creepy.
Yeah.
Or sexy, I guess.
I think they're still sexy. I don't care what their eyes look like. Yeah. Sorry, you're hot.
That's what the Asari are there for.
Anara and the other femmes on Firefly. Was Anara the prostitute?
Yes, she's the
what's her face?
The companion.
The companion. There's the word companion.
Yes.
Is she a place to have sex, or you just do it on the Firefly?
Technically, yes.
On the Firefly.
Anybody's a place.
I suppose.
Well, she had her own quarters that were basically.
She did. She had all pillows and things.
She had very nice quarters. Yes.
She had the nicest quarters in the ocean.
It's true.
Well, because companions were actually very high regard in that society, right?
Yeah.
Good, as they should be. All right. Princess or okay, you're just naming people you want to sleep with. Which is fine.
These are just people. I see through
Princess
you.
Aura is very hot. I agree.
About where,
Yeah.
not the who.
The
Well, he's like, I don't care where it is. I just as long as I'm with her.
Right. It could be it.
So, Francis, I think you'll like my answer because you're also a fan of the Apprentice Adept series by Piers Anthony.
Yes.
So, I think either place is broken into two worlds. There's a sci-fi world called Proton, a fantasy world called Phase, where they're like parallel versions.
They're parallel
of people.
worlds. Yeah, they're connected.
Worlds.
Yeah.
So in Phase, it'd be nice because again, I think you have a lot of the pretty meadow area that Lauren was talking about, but also, as you know, Francis, there are a lot of hot girls that have human form and like unicorn or bat form or wolf form, but that the main character sleeps with all of them basically.
Only two. Only two people.
No, he's all three. Doesn't he do all three? The bat, the wolf, and the unicorn. I thought. I don't know. Maybe not. Whatever. I'll go back and read them.
I don't think so.
I don't care. Anyway, they're there. They're there. As I'm saying, they're there. And in Proton, as you know, all the certain class serfs or whatever they're called.
Serfs, yeah, the serfs.
They're naked all the whole time.
You're either citizen or a serf, and the citizens are the wealthy, the serfs.
And there's a hot android
who poops your food.
I knew you were going to say that. You always ruin it.
Anytime you bring up Sheen, I will bring up the fact that
she can put like stuff in her stuff and she poops out food. Is what you're saying.
She looks human. Well, because just for context, the guy was trying to hide from like he was wanted for whatever reason, I forget why, and his girlfriend / lover, this android, could eat food but never like digest it because she's a robot, so she can just poo it out and give it to him, and it's just regular food but warm.
He's like a
right.
Yeah,
I forget though. Did it look like poop or no?
I don't think it did. I think it was just chewed.
Just pooped out like a delicious.
If it looked like poop, I don't think I'd be able to eat it, even if it did taste.
No, because she doesn't have a digestive system. She just has like
and
just like a storage.
Yeah.
Yeah, storage.
Stomach and be like, here is your.
Here you go.
But they were hiding out, so he didn't have access to food, right?
He didn't have access to food, but they do write that she pooped it out. She didn't just like take it out of her stomach and provide it to them. She literally just like as if
she's like, put your mouth below my.
No. I mean, look, yes.
Right, I'm kind of like.
That's not what happens. That part doesn't happen. No.
Does the size of the orifice change to like allow the food to come back out?
No, it's in liquid form, right? When it comes out.
No, is it liquid form
or just soft? Just soft form.
It's just soft form, yeah.
Oh.
It's a good series though. Very good series.
We're actually making people not read this series. I feel like
no.
I was going to say this actually, like this is.
This is one little scene. It's not. The rest of it's great. Francis always brings up this one.
It's my favorite scene.
No, it's a great scene.
I feel like you would stick with you.
So there's 7 books, and he brings up this one fucking scene.
This is perfect because there was a show that I did with James Rolfe, the angry video game nerd, on YouTube years ago called Overanalyzers, and the idea was to pick one thing like that, like one dumb thing that got mentioned one time, and just like figure it out, like go through all the reasons, all the ways this could happen.
Oh, I love that. That's great.
Yeah. Oh, that's Francis's thing, man. That's all.
So like one of them was about Data and how Data has sex in Star Trek. Like he does it at least twice that we know of, and everyone's like, how does it work? What happens at the beginning and the end, and so forth.
Well, but he's fully functional, right? He has
he's fully functional, but does he have spur? Does he finish?
I see what you mean.
So like we went into detail about it, like beyond what the show is going to talk about. So yeah, and like how
did you go into if he poops food?
Right. No, yeah, exactly. So anyway, we could go into the food pooping as an episode for sure if we were still.
What if somebody accidentally touches his back? He just shuts down. Wait, that was the off button, right? It was like
he had an off button in his back too.
Imagine like he's in the middle of climaxing and they hit it by mistake.
Oops, done. Maybe that's his thing. Maybe that's
she's like, oh wow, I guess it was really good for him.
Yeah.
He's out.
Or she's like, oh, guys always go to sleep right after.
Yeah, typical.
Yeah, exactly.
Michael has another lady, which the V series from the 80s. I love this miniseries. Diane was the main lizard lady, very hot in human form. I mean, she was.
The lizard was not hot.
Oh, lizard.
Yeah, let's do the top lizard. People.
Top lizard.
I'm sure there's a list.
Do that.
Sure, there's a list.
All right. What is your choice, Francis, for the sci-fi fans place you want to have sex? You keep putting them in the chat, folks, too.
What was yours? Oh, yours was phase and
phase, proton, both of them, both places.
Yeah. So for my sci-fi answer, kind of like Matt's, but a little bit different. The Matrix. Because in the Matrix, technically, where it's you'll never get tired, and technically you can go on forever because you can defy the rules of the Matrix.
You could also just download like all the books on best sex. And
that's
just,
true.
Like, you can download the Kama Sutra, right? Yeah.
Right.
And Francis, in like Matrix 2, right? Don't they basically have that huge dance party orgy?
Yeah, but that was in Zion, though. That was in the human.
I know,
world.
But I'm saying that's like what they do anyway, right? Like they just like
Matrix.
We're ignoring 2.
You're like, well, no, 2's terrible. They're both they suck. But I'm just saying they like having sex.
No, they do. Yeah, but Matrix. You know, no, it has to be in the construct. It cannot be in real life.
So if Trinity came to you, or I should say actually, well, but then Morpheus offered you the red and blue pill, but you were having all this sex stuff, you would be like, nope, I'm staying in here.
No, I'd have to take the pill because I wouldn't know I could do any of that stuff until I took.
Oh, so then you would download the programs.
Yeah.
But wait, then you would go back in and you would say, I don't care about saving the humanity. I'm just going back in for sex.
Yeah.
So the problem with the Matrix is you'd be like in the middle of having sex and then the woman would like morph into Agent Smith.
Oh, God. Matt just completely ruined that whole scenario.
Good job.
That's what I do.
Well, in that case,
God, that's terrible.
Man. Well, never mind then.
Imagine that he just forced that, Mr. Anderson, get your penis out of.
That's right. See, exactly. I can learn all the bendy things, and maybe I can be like Sting and just be all tantric.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
you know, you never know.
Sting, the singer, does tantric stuff.
Oh yeah, he bragged about it.
That was like a big thing.
That was Sting.
Hours. Just of.
Sorry, I know Sting more from his music, not his tantric abilities.
It's something he used to brag about. I don't know.
Oh, all right. Well, good for him. All right, there you go. We got everybody's answers, right? Yes. Sorry,
you're like, are we done with this? Can we move on from this? No. The Agent Smith thing just.
Or you could go to the.
No, the Agent Smith just kills it. Man.
You can go to the world of Matt Lauren's book and have sex there.
There you go. There you go.
They do have sex.
You can have it at Outpost 21.
Yeah.
Oh, that's very nice, Tammy. Very nice.
Oh, her name is Anderson.
That's true. Yes.
Does she say that? Or no?
That you in the middle of their lovemaking. Good job, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Oh, yeah. Hopefully not. I don't know. I won't judge. Whatever.
What does Neo? What's Neo's actual first name? Or is that his? Did you ever
no, Thomas Anderson.
Thomas Anderson, right? Okay.
Yeah.
But Neo was his hacker name, right? In the Matrix.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I like that name. What way you dissing the name?
Everyone, it's so on the nose.
Yeah, I know.
Like, it's so on the nose.
I get it.
But you see, it's an anagram for one.
One. Yeah.
One. And Morpheus is 2, and Trinity is 3.
Wait, Morpheus means 2?
Well, yeah, like having 2 different sides, or like morphing from one thing to another.
Morphine to one thing to another.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Anyway.
All right.
The Matrix.
The Matrix.
It's very deep.
All right.
We got one last. Recently learned, I just sat. Okay, this is terrible, and I apologize to anyone because this might be TMI. But I was on the toilet and I was thinking about Doctor Who, and I'm like, oh, Torchwood.
He was pooping out his food, folks.
Torchwood is an anagram of Doctor Who. Oh, I get it now.
What is?
I didn't know it. Huh?
Torchwood.
Torchwood.
All right.
The sequels or spin-off series.
The spin-off series is an anagram of Doctor Who. I'm like, oh, that makes so much sense. Why did it take me this long to figure it out?
Thank God you had to take a big dump and you could think about those things.
Well, that's where you think. In the shower and on the toilet. That's when you think.
Would not.
Well, I like to read, but all right. Not in the shower. Annika, this is her daughter. Annika just rushed in. She found her Damian Wayne costume. Oh, all right, nice. My favorite character, as you guys know.
What is a Damian Wayne? Isn't it just a Robin costume?
It's a Robin costume, basically, but it's like different than the other Robins, right? Every Robin's a little different.
Many, yes.
Yes.
Like every Robin had their
thing. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. What do we do? Oh, let's thank our Patreons. That's what we got to do. Thank you guys so much for supporting us. We appreciate it very much. You can go to patreon.com/ there it is, Super Geeked Up. Any amount's helpful. You get some cool perks like questions or coming on the show. If you're $10 or more, you get a shout out like we're about to do every week. Hey, do you guys have the list up too? Do you have the document?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
we do.
So you guys can join us. What should our category be? Anybody? Francis, you guys, what do you think? What should our theme be here? All right. No, not pooping, Francis.
No.
What you're saying? Thinking of something. Obviously, you're laughing.
Yeah.
What do you think?
Well, there's nothing. I mean, no. I was gonna say sex positions. That's not gonna make sense. How about sci-fi, alien?
Yes.
That's it.
It sounded like you're about to say another word. Sci-fi aliens. Sci-fi
Hi,
aliens.
Gerg. Hi, Gerg.
Hello, Greg. Welcome. All right. Oh, Damien has a sword. I didn't know he had a sword. That's cool.
He does have a sword.
That makes sense.
True.
He was the League of Assassins trained and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Get it on in the TARDIS, by the way. That was her also another.
Oh, very nice. Yeah. If you could find the bedroom, though.
Yeah.
That is at least a place.
It is a place.
Apparently.
All right. So we're doing different aliens, right?
Yes.
I like how you said sci-fi aliens, like aliens.
Well, it was going to
sci-fi.
be more, but then I thought, well, what else? Really, it's hard to go with a third.
Sexy sci-fi story starring Patreons. Oh, okay. That's a good idea, actually, from Tammy. So a sexy sci-fi story.
All right.
Starring the Patreon. Who needs a bedroom, she says. Just do it in the TARDIS anywhere.
On the console? Yeah, I guess so. That's true.
Yeah, you know.
Do it on the TARDIS console.
All right.
I can start.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I need an example.
Yes. Please.
All right. Thank you so much, Craig Allen Poole, and your #1 hit, Cling On to Me Harder.
Oh, God. Rachel J., you're going to be the main character in Matt and Lauren's new book, The Origin of Doggy Style.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. How did you know the book we were writing?
Okay, one of you guys do a Greg and Rena Horvey.
Do it.
Greg and Rena Horvey, you two will be like face huggers with each other in your story. Stop kissing me so hard I can't breathe.
Ooh, very nice.
Nice.
Tammy. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, yeah. Let Mac.
Sure. Tammy Anderson, starring in Keeping You Warm from Here to Pluto.
Ooh, hello. Johnny Pappas.
Yeah.
You're the main man in Volk, Can You Spank Me Harder?
Oh, God. All right. Michael Gilstrap is the author of the new Ewok book, Yub Yub, Doing It Furry Style.
I think you're saying the tub.
Yub in the tub.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, okay. That's like a kid's book, though. That sounds like a kid's book.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
All right, Dash V to Lauren.
All right, Dash V, I loved your collection of short stories. I love it when you orbit my space station.
Oh, that's a good one, actually.
Yeah, that's good. Terry Field has a new book called I have no from On the surface of Venus and other toxic places.
and other toxic
That
places.
sounds sexy.
Doesn't it? Sounds
We're
great.
gonna
Right.
Dyson sphere you with
Yeah, there you go.
yeah. Jalou. Loved the way you starred in Ferengi. Your butt looks delicious.
What?
I don't know. Ferengi. I couldn't use.
I know. All right. All right.
So Ferengi.
All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you to everybody else who support us Patreon. There's the link. Super Geeked Up on Patreon. You can go to, or you can do a super chat, which you could. There's a little dollar symbol on the lower right of your YouTube chat. You can do any amount you want right now. And Greg says Horvey. There you go.
Horvey.
All right. Thanks, everybody. Let's see here. If you're doing different aliens, Jalou advises, get checked out by medical first and read the guide. Some aliens eat their mate afterwards. Oh boy.
That's true. Gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Important.
Use protection.
Mm-hmm.
I've been told that I have a nice ass, but that was decades ago. All right.
Oh. I'm sure it's still great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Let's do our last game. Francis, what is it?
Well, we're going to be playing Super Loveline. We will be hosts of a show like in the 90s where we're going to be talking to you folks about your love problems. No, we're not going to say you have, a weird looking. What? Okay, he's gone. Now we can do whatever we want.
That's right.
So really, we're gonna play. No, we're gonna play Loveline. So yeah, you get to pick. You get to name characters that which we can play, and we're gonna give out love advice to anyone who might have questions. If you don't have questions, we're gonna make it up on our own. But we do want from the chat room suggestions of characters that we can play while we go ahead and take on the persona of Dr. Drew and Adam Carolla in the old 90s Loveline show on the radio, where I never heard it before, so I don't know how it was, but I bet it was great. So go ahead and
Give it up.
Yeah, I'm sure.
so yeah, please go ahead and keep giving us some. I already see a Batgirl on there, so we can just keep giving us characters. And
Cliff from Cheers.
Yes.
Well, who has facts? Yeah, we need someone with like good random facts to do that character. But once Jeff comes back from wherever he's doing, we'll go ahead and play the game. Until then, we're just gonna chill out and dispense.
Yeah, we can go back to talking about pooping out food now.
Yeah.
No. Well, I do have. Well, here's a question for you because we were talking about the books we were reading. Do you have any books like that really stood out to you that you've read that kind of like
specific moments from it, or just books in general that
just your books in general that like really something that you held on to that like I love this scene in a book or this story in a book or whatever. Like, what are the books that really?
I'll let you go.
Yeah, there's one in particular that I like cannot stop talking about. Because I listened to the audiobook of it. Project Hail Mary by Andy Weir.
No, not that kind.
He made it back. So real quick, it's really cool. There's an audible element to it that I don't think would come through as much reading it than you would listen to it. The audiobook narrator was amazing. It's a really good story. You should listen to
Project Hail Mary. I have that book.
Oh, it's so good.
Not about football.
I haven't read I only read a little bit of it, but I loved his second Artemis, the one that came before that.
Yeah, I've listened to all of his books. They're really good. But the audiobook of Project Hail Mary is really fun.
Sweet. Mm-hmm. All right. So we're getting character suggestions here. I see in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, we got.
Matt, and any existing fictional character.
Yep.
Fictional.
We got Elvira. We got Lilu from
Fifth Element.
Fifth Element. Thank you. Gomez Adams, Pepe Le Pew.
Well, we also have Howard Duck, Quark.
Oh yes,
Dr. Bashir.
Thank you.
Quark. All right.
She-Hulk. Jack Harkness.
Oh, we got
Cliff
a whole bunch.
From
All right.
Cheers.
So why don't you guys, look over that list. How's the spicy food pooping life? Okay, Greg, did you miss that whole conversation, or did you see that?
Yeah.
All right, who do you guys want to pick a character, each of you, to play?
It's a good suggestion. You're right, Jalou.
They are very good.
Yes. I'm leaning towards Cat from Red Dwarf.
Oh,
Okay.
Which one was Cat?
He was the guy who was the evolved cat, basically.
Oh, okay. All right. Nice.
I can try Cliff from Cheers. Why not? Cliff from Cheers.
Cliff,
no.
Cliff, I didn't even see him on there. Cliff, oh, there he is.
He's in the.
Lara Croft is on there. I'll be Lara Croft.
Okay.
Oh yes, that's my favorite, Lara Croft. And I actually just I think they announced the release date for the Netflix. Silent Invisible Man played by Brad Pitt. What?
In Deadpool 2.
Just saying.
I like the beard better.
A young, horny early Will Riker. Oh, I see now. Yeah, before he got the beard. That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, again, that's the determinant on whether or not Next Generation is good. Pre-beard or post-beard.
Yeah. Throw in the beard.
Oh.
All right. Francis, who are you going to be?
So are they going to be? So there's going to be. We're all going to.
It'll be
right?
4 of us this time. Yeah. Usually,
okay.
There's a little bit more, but that's okay. Lots of advice.
Lots of advice.
Lots of advice.
Very good, I'm sure.
I think I'll be a young Will Riker.
Okay. That works. I'll be your
favorite.
favorite. You know what? I will be your favorite. I'll be Howard the Duck.
Oh, fucking hell. You know I hate him. All right. All right, fine. Okay, folks. Now we need start sending in your chat, please, your romance questions or any kind of love questions, dating, relationship questions, and we will answer them as our characters and give you amazing advice that you'll not get anywhere else on Super Loveline.
Yeah, it'll be very relevant to your life.
All right.
I don't know who this is. Harvey the Rabbit.
Harvey Rabbit from Jimmy Stewart fame.
All right.
He was invisible, right?
Was he invisible, really? Okay.
That's mostly I know that from jokes on Mystery Science Theater. I don't know the actual thing. Every time there's an invisible thing that's not happening on screen, they're like, it's Harvey the Rabbit.
Oh, okay.
All right, you guys ready to go? We got our first question coming in here. All right, here we go. So just remind us, I'm a young Will Riker, Francis Howard the Duck, Lauren's Lara Croft, right? Matt is, I forgot.
Cliff Clavin.
Cliff from Cheers.
From Cheers.
Okay, got it. All right. Sorry. Let me put my trombone down. All right, here we go. Let's get started with Super Loveline.
Oh man.
What Jalou asked, what's the most unusual fetish and how to find someone who shares that fetish? Well, you just merely, obviously, this is an easy one for me. You go to Ryza, you put out your Horgon, and that's it. All you need to do. And you're going to find every fetish under the sun when people ask for Jamaharan. And make sure you're not there with a bald guy who I've not met yet in this part of my career.
Yes. Oh, I guess that's true.
Gorgeous young woman down there. What do you say?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Cliff.
Obviously, it's a little known fact. If you happen to be looking for like a kind of portly guy that likes beer, the best place to hang out is to just go to your neighborhood bar. Just say it hypothetically,
And Laura?
Is she British? Do I have to do a British accent?
She's British.
Oh dear. Okay.
Oh, no.
I did this to myself. Well, if you're searching for something that's very unusual, well, you obviously have to go on a grand adventure, and you must bring all of your crossbows and grappling hooks, and you must wear a very tight tank top. That's very important if you're trying to find someone who has an unusual fetish. And then you probably just go into a cave and climb onto cliffs, and they'll probably be sitting on a pedestal or something like that.
You want to climb onto Cliff? Oh, he's right next to you. Great.
I highly recommend it.
I don't know if you have the stamina, darling.
Well,
all right.
Postal
Birdman, who are you over there?
Well, I like to say that if you're going to do something like that, you find the mother of a time traveler, and you jump in front of a car, and you almost get hurt, and then maybe, just maybe, she'll love your underwear, and you can share your love like that with some hot chickie like that, from the 50s. That'd be amazing. Yeah. Ooh.
All right, let's go to the next question. Greg Horvey asked, my wife started calling our cat her husband. What should I do? What do you think, Howard?
Well, I love cats. As a matter of fact, my cat is my wife, and very lovely. I'm a big fan of pussy. just love them. They're so amazing. I like to pet them, I like to feed them, and I like to, just live with it, enjoy it, absorb it, because it's not bad. Animals are great. I'm one.
Well, Greg, I think you should just go into the other room and play with your trombone, if you know what I mean. All right. What do you think, Laura?
Well, what I think in this situation is probably that your wife would like to try some different name calling. So maybe you should have her call you a dog, perhaps. And if that doesn't work, you might just need to climb out the window and move on. It's over, darling. I think I'm like, we're like, not Lara Croft.
No, it's great. I love this. I love this version of Lara Croft.
That's great.
You should replace Haley Atwell in the new animated series.
That is sophisticated.
Honestly, the original version of her was quite sophisticated.
Yeah, why not?
All right, Cliff.
I think if you're gonna ask about what the cat, if someone's calling the cat their husband, maybe you should look at what the cat's providing that you're not, and try to fix that first. They must be bringing something to the table. That's all I'm saying.
Some dead mice, probably.
Good advice.
Maybe they're into dead mice.
And a couple of handballs. She might be into that.
By the way, it's kind of Mary Poppins than Lara Croft. That's all right. I love it.
A spoonful of
Lister's Mate writes, you must be a book from the library because I'm checking you out. Is that a great pickup line for me to use? Cliff, have you used that line?
No, for me, the line's usually more like, you must be a stamp because I really want to lick you. Because I'm a postman, you see.
Oh, I got it.
Okay.
Wasn't sure if that clever. Sorry, someone else has to go because anything
right,
I was
Howard.
thinking about just
Howard, what about you?
Well, as you know, I'm good with the ladies. As a matter of fact, I'm a little too good with the ladies, so I don't really need a pickup line. But the one that I know works really, really well is, you ask them where they're from. They go, hey there, Missy, are you from Tennessee? Because you're the only 10 I see. And it doesn't work ever, but you can try it. You never know.
Well, that's some advice, Howard. I actually honestly really just, I do my classic getting into the chair move where I swing my leg over the back of the chair and I just say, hi, I'm Will Riker. And that usually does it. And particularly if they have an Irish accent, if they're from a world of all Irish people, they really fall for me hard.
Yeah.
Well, I would say that's not a great pickup line. The one I usually use is, oh, darling, did it hurt when you fell off of that cliff and then missed that ledge and then tumbled down into a ravine and broke your leg? That looks like it really hurts. Maybe you need a medical pack. I'll call an ambulance for you. It works.
I can actually, you know what? I could still see them falling in love with you after that happens. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, they're helpless. What else are they going to do?
All right. Grace got a follow-up cat question. She told me the cat brought her cuteness. Should I become a furry?
Yeah,
well, if you have some tribbles, I think that she would really like those. Maybe you can cover yourself in tribbles.
Yeah, well, dress like a duck. It works for me. Look,
wait, you're not really a duck?
I am a duck, but that's the thing. He's not a duck. So he needs to dress up as one. Look, whatever it is, it's free advice. But if you want to pay me, you can put it on my bill.
Oh, man.
All right, Cliff. What do you say?
I mean, I think there's worse things than cats. I'm not a big fan of dogs, but cats fine. So, they don't do a lot of chasing. You may as well just be a cat. Why not?
Laura, do you like furries?
I mean, cats are pretty cute, but they're also pretty lazy and they just lay in the sun. I mean, if that's part of being a furry, sounds like a great life, but I don't know if it's going to get you laid. Sorry, this is very funny. I'm really thinking about whether or not being a furry would be helpful.
No, you're giving logical advice. You're like a Vulcan.
I'm really trying to help here.
Francis this fall. All right. Yes. I actually have one last question for you. I have a personal question for you guys. Maybe you can help me with. If I want to get with my counselor who always has a lot of cleavage showing, how do I do that?
Oh, man. Cleavage showing is the best way to know that someone is into you. If their boobs are not popping out at weird polygonal angles, then it's over. So you should definitely go for it. That is a sure sign.
Oh, thank you. I will tell her that her boobs have a weird polyangle shape. Okay, I don't need any more advice. That solves it.
I think so.
All right. Let's see here. Okay. What is this? I'm trying to read this. Okay. Here's a good pickup line. Is your name Wifey? Because I
Wi-Fi.
No, but it's wifey. He's saying wifey, right?
Is he saying wifey? No, it's Wi-Fi.
Connection.
Oh, okay. I thought he was like a play on Wi-Fi, wifey, but maybe not. You're right. Wi-Fi. All right. Sorry. All right. Let's see here. Okay. One last question from Greg. I dressed up as a cat. Now I have to use the bathroom. Should I use the bathroom or cat litter, the litter box? It's a very important question, I guess.
Does this still count as romantic advice?
Yeah, I don't know. Is this really going to help you get with your wife?
This is getting a little odd in the bedroom.
I think maybe you want to talk to a therapist, darling. I don't know.
Yes, I have a good counselor with polyangonal boobs I can refer you to.
Yes, Counselor Troy. Perhaps.
All right. Well, I think that we should wrap it up there, right?
I think that's as good as it's going to get.
Mm-hmm.
But Greg does say, you don't know what people are into.
Oh, sorry, we shouldn't judge.
Yes. No judge.
All right. Well, thank you to Cliff, Laura, and Howard.
Best advice here.
We did the thing.
We'll all beam on out over to Risa now.
Mm-hmm.
All right. My pickup line was so bad. Couldn't even. That's right. I messed it up. I fucked it up. All right. There you go. That was Super Loveline, folks. Hopefully that was very helpful. Romantic advice.
Very helpful.
Very life changing.
Now I'm gonna next time I play Tomb Raider, I'm gonna have a totally different view of Lara Croft. It's me thinking of your voice.
Just drinking tea.
I know.
Yes.
With a pinky up. Oh, very well.
Gonna dance with some penguins.
Right.
Oh, right. Mary Poppins Penguins.
Mary Poppins.
I would like this. She should go to what is it? Antarctica? Is that where the penguins are? Right? Or Antarctica? Right?
Yes.
Antarctica.
Yes.
Yeah. She should have an adventure in Antarctica and be with penguins. Yeah.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Thank you, folks, for all those questions and those character suggestions. Oh yeah, yes, their names are in the reverse order, but that's okay, folks.
Not on our.
I don't think anyone's gonna mistake.
Which one is
which? He thinks he might mess it up.
It's funny. I'll type it differently. On our screen,
it's on ours. Yeah, it's fine.
It must be reversed.
Your camera's reversed. That's true. Yeah.
Oh, well.
Sorry, everyone. Sorry. We understand OCD.
I think by the end of the show they figured it out though. Who was who?
Mm-hmm.
I'm Lauren. That's Matt.
Right. Oh, okay.
Oh, all right. So Pierre is telling me they're in a deadlock. Let me go over and look here at our poll. What's the best cop movie franchise? Yes. So we got Bad Boys is 8% in the bottom. Rush Hour 15%. Lethal Weapon Police Academy are tied at 38% right now.
Wow.
Could be tiebreaker.
Right. Let's see if anybody wants to do a tiebreaker right before we end the show.
Yeah.
And we got another pickup line. Is there an airport nearby? Is that my heart taking off?
Man.
I think that's a good one. I like that one. That's a good one. I would never use it, but that's a good one.
What one would you use, Francis?
Yeah. What one?
I don't know. I did use this one once, and they laughed. But it didn't work. But the one I used was, do you believe in love at first sight, or do I need to walk by you again?
It's good. Props for using it.
Yeah.
Props for trying.
It was awful.
And they laughed, and then you just went away.
No. It just wasn't a good pickup line. That's all. But yeah.
All right.
Oh, enjoy work there, Greg.
All right. Well, thank you, Greg.
Good
Thank you
luck
for
at
those
work.
important
Bye,
Twitter questions.
It's important. You need those.
They were. All right. Well, let's have Matt and Lauren give out some links again here. What are the books? Where can they check them out? All that stuff.
The books are the Parallax trilogy, Parallax Origin, Adaptation, and Evolution. And they are a trilogy of sci-fi novels available on Amazon, on Kindle, on Audible, anywhere Amazon websites are found, I guess.
Just on Amazon.
Yeah, just on Amazon. But you can get them in paperback or ebook, or Origin and Adaptation starting tomorrow will both be in audiobook. And Evolution coming soon. And if you like space, adventure, cyberpunk, biopunk, all of that stuff.
Oh, is that a new term, biopunk, or is that
someone coined biopunk after reading our books, and we're like, ooh.
I don't know if they coined it, but they definitely
used it as a.
Oh, so wait, can you guys say you're the originators of biopunk genre?
Maybe. I don't know. I've never heard it before. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Let me do a little research. Maybe you can say the ultimate biopunk authors.
Yeah.
That would be pretty cool. I would take that.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, if you like any of that stuff, check it out. The first book is 99 cents if you get the ebook, so that's a pretty good
deal.
And if you buy the ebook, you can get the audiobook for under $10.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they give you a discount, right? If you already bought.
Yeah, like a 70% discount or something. It's pretty great.
It's worth it.
So yeah.
Awesome, folks. So there you go. Check it out on Amazon. Give them a great rating and review if you have a chance to.
Please.
Yes. Especially if you like it. Yes. Otherwise, if you don't like it, just don't bother writing a review.
Come up, practice your pickup lines and send it. Right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But you'll like.
Ray can't take any more from France. That's why he's leaving.
Yeah.
How great would it be though? Maybe they're not like the biggest fans, but they're like, yeah, it was good. I'm gonna just put a pickup line because they told me not to write anything negative, and then you just have at least one pickup line.
Oh, there you go.
Hey, as long as it's a 5-star rating, who cares?
5-star rating.
5 stars, right? Whatever you want.
We don't.
Who voices the audiobook? Matt asked because he came in later.
Oh, her name is Amy Hutchins. She also goes by Amelia Hugh, but under our book, she used her real name, Amy Hutchins. Yeah, she's so good.
She's very good, very talented actress in New York City, and she has a TikTok you can catch her at. She often does live recordings of when she is recording new audiobooks, so you can just watch her record and watch her process and everything. And there's a chat that happens, and they've got a little book club in there. It's very cute.
It's fun.
So, but Amy's great. She did an amazing job. Highly recommend the audiobook.
Nice. Is you say she does it on TikTok? You say, or Instagram? What is it?
TikTok.
On TikTok, yeah.
Do you know her TikTok? Is it just her name?
Is it at Amy Hutchins?
Amy Hutchins, actor, I think.
Let me check her.
Well, you look that up. Let's give some links for Francis here.
Yeah.
Francis, they can see you where?
Here. Oh, the other place.
And where else?
Yeah, there's a Points of Interest podcast that you can go to Tuesdays with
Some
Josh
Tuesdays,
Hawks.
Right?
It's still Tuesdays. It does vary. I'm saying Tuesdays for now, but it does vary. The host of the show has a day job that is not consistent on their hours, so it's gonna jump around. So hopefully, I'll post when it comes out, so you can go ahead and catch it when you can. At AKA the other guy, you can go ahead, go there, and I'll give you updates on when that stuff is happening.
Or just follow them on Twitch, and you'll get updated when they.
That Twitch too,
live.
yeah.
All right, you guys got her. Did you find her?
Yes, it's Amy Hutchins Actor is her TikTok.
Okay, there you go, folks.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Amy Hutchins
Oh,
Actor.
look at this. Stream Elements at the very end of the show decided to actually do its job.
Well,
I actually forgot to do this, so that's good. Yes, folks, please do. If you haven't yet, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, ring the bell, do all the things. Tell your friends to come out and be geeky with us. We appreciate it very much. Greg's just sad he can't try those pickup lines on Dr. Pulaski. That is Greg's favorite doctor, actually, from Star Trek is Pulaski. You're probably right. He is sad about that, Tammy. I agree. Oh, hey, Tammy is sending us photos here, huh? Oh, these are sex. What is this? Is this like who is this, Francis? Let me share this. Is this like
I don't know.
Is this Carl Urban Doctor maybe version? I don't know. What do we got here? Let's see what this is. Oh wow, that's a handsome man.
It's sexy.
I mean, he's Carl Urban-esque at least.
He's Carl Urban-esque.
He's got that jawline. Which, man, what did I see him in? That
woman's got a booty, so I like that. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's just the space romance, I guess. That's because that was kind of a theme of the show, right?
Yeah, this was a very sexy and very scatological show we had.
Scatological. Ooh, all right. I don't think that's ever been said on the show.
Yeah, there's no word.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. There you go. So big thanks to Matt and Lauren. Again, folks, check out their trilogy of books. And thanks for coming on. You guys, of course, are always welcome back.
Thank you so much for having us.
It's such a great time. We love talking with you guys.
Yeah, this is a lot of fun.
We love having you on. Thank you, folks, for watching live or for watching in post. Again, the links will be in the description if you want to click on them for their stuff or Francis and my stuff. And thanks. Oh, there you go. Hey, Francis, you haven't done this in a while. Give us a little George Takei.
Oh, my.
Oh, God, that's not it. Come on.
Okay. That's a version.
Oh, my.
That's it. There we go. That's a good way to end the show. We'll be back next week, folks. 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific on YouTube. We'll hope you see you then. Until then, stay geeky, everybody. Bye.